Welcome to the virtual walkthrough of Miss Penny DeGroote's pop-up art exhibit. Here at Penny's Art Studio, we house some of Penny's most recent work, showcasing exclusively in Monterey County for just one day. I will be walking you through the pieces we currently have loaned to us and providing some interesting facts about each of these unique works of art. First off, we have the work Inside, named not only for the inner creative explosion happening within Penny at the time, but also just because it's the furthest piece within the exhibit. Now, one of her earliest works, Penny focused mostly on circular motions, as that's all she could do at the time, and it created somewhat of a muddy color palette. Interestingly enough, this piece was one of the longest to construct, taking over 7 years to complete. People say that when you look at Inside, you can actually hear a Bo Burnham special playing in the background. Next up, we have Hint of Jasmine. This actually represents the first floral piece that Penny had done. Oddly enough, although it's about jasmine, it's actually related to the smell, as it reminds Penny of the smell she smelled when entering her parents' bathroom. This also is a piece where she used multiple techniques, including her fingers, paintbrushes, elbows, Dad's face. So take a look and see if you can smell the jasmine. Next, we have Life Cycle. One of the interesting things about this piece is all of these were done within separate days, so they weren't done in one motion. In fact, she did this over the span of a week. And what I think Penny did a great job of doing is really capturing the simplicity of the early aspects of life, and then the hardships that go as you grow older, till it eventually gets to this impending doom that's represented by the red wolf. To follow, we have When Doves Fly, a parody on the title When Doves Cry. Penny made sure to really capture that whimsy that can be found even in the darkest of times. Noticing that brown kind of muddied backdrop and these white flecks that represent these doves as they go across this darkened landscape. Then there's obviously Journey to the Center. When you look at this painting, you can see she put in her own special touch. In fact, she used her hands for much of this work, and she actually left a little representation in the corner. My favorite thing about this is how it just is like pushing forward to that center. Next is an interesting piece, Return of the Grasshopper, which you can see is actually two paintings combined for one emotional message. What's really interesting about this piece is not only is it two paintings, but that Penny did both of these with hand. Now, looking at what we see, you can tell that it captures the mulch, the growth, and the grasshopper kind of re-emerging almost in the style of a phoenix to its new life. This one is a little bit more abstract. The Purple Emperor is made to represent these purple butterflies that Penny loves. Now, it doesn't have the traditional like butterfly look, but it's the aspect of flight and range and beauty, and you can kind of see this with these swirling strokes that she decided to use. It's one of my favorite pieces in the collection. Probably the most talked about piece is the Proud Peacock. Penny really does a great job of capturing that confidence, that understanding of what you bring and the beauty from within. You know, not only is it a gorgeous piece to look at, but you can really tell that this is where Penny started to develop her confidence in her craft. Now we get to the Red Dragon. You can tell on this wall, this obviously highlights the left side. There's also a blue dragon that we'll discuss later. But Penny really tries to capture that imposing image. Now, unlike the blue dragon, which is more whimsical, this red dragon is meant to instill that fear and that rage and that power due to these kind of angry strokes. Now we have the Yellow Daisies, one of everybody's favorite works of art. And in fact, many people come and just stare at the Yellow Daisies specifically. It really captures like that health and that vibrancy. You know, the yellow really showcases what type of positive energy can do. And a lot of times people just love, and you can even smell the daisies themselves right there on the wall.
Now we obviously have the world's largest ball of yarn. There's not too much to this story. In fact, this is one of the earliest paintings that Penny ever did. It's a lot of circles. That's kind of reminiscent of most of her earlier work. And really where the idea for this came from was just the fact that, hey, I like yarn, I like string, and let's really capture that moment here on canvas. Next, we have the Rose Garden, and similar to the Yellow Daisies, many people really love this piece. A little different though from the Yellow Daisies is there's not as much canvas showing. Penny really focused hard on the petals to make sure that when you look at it, you are really getting that deep red rose. And this is inspired from Beauty and the Beast, you know, a popular Disney movie, but it really captures how beautiful this one piece, this one little item, this flower can be. And next we have the Blue Dragon and the Turtle, my personal favorite. Penny does such an amazing job capturing the fear of the turtle as it comes across this blue dragon. And you can just see so vividly the fear and the terror, and also that anger and that rage from the dragon. It's quite a piece. It's definitely my favorite. And it's one of those things that almost makes me feel like I'm seeing a movie in real life. I would love to thank you guys for taking this journey with us here at Penny's Art Studio. Obviously, there's so many great pieces, and if you have a chance, feel free to continue to come in. You know, it's a one-day pop-up shop, but we want to be able to give you an opportunity to see this amazing work from this amazing artist. Obviously, Penny's going to be bringing some new things, and hopefully we'll be able to present those things to you in the future. But thank you so much for attending, and I hope you have a great day.